Hey guys, this is Ankit. Welcome to the day 5 of the Learning Ruby. Today we are going to discuss the various operators used in Ruby. That is if operator, else if, else or for operator. We are going to discuss all these 4 operators in this tutorial. Now the first thing is open your text editor, just like I am opening my Sublime text editor. Just click on a new file and just open your new file or dating website. In this tutorial I am going to discuss how the codes of the dating websites are done. Okay, now suppose if anyone asks you to create a dating website for his or her company, then how can you do that? After opening any websites, there's the portfolio come where you ask some questions. Just like when you open a dating websites, you ask some questions related about your age and gender. Just like here I'm writing Perths. What is your age? And here age will be user defined. Okay, age is equal to gets, okay, it will be the user input. Then here we will write if age is less than 18, it's got 17. Okay, then here will user will get the output as grow up child, better luck next time. Okay, and if the age is greater than 18, then it will ask the next question. Then here we will use else operator. Okay, else it will give the following message, that is it will ask the next questions from the user. What is your gender? Okay, then again if we want to use the if else operator, then again we can use after these questions. Now here we are going to save it as dating.rb file. Okay, here we saved it, and here we just minimize it and open the command prompt with Ruby and just drag and put it in our command prompt. See here what happens. Here we got an error. How can we fix that error? See what the error is. Here the error shows unexpected end, expecting keyword order end. That is, here we have missed an end. Yeah, now we are writing here end. Save it. Just here I have saved it, and again we will run this file and see the output. What is your age? Suppose here I am entering my age as 14. Again it's got an error. Comparison of string with 18 failed. That means here the comparison is done according as a string. We want to convert it in integer. Then how can we convert that? We have discussed in our previous tutorial. We will use. Now the question is, how can we fix the error? For fixing the error, we will here use we have discussed it in our previous tutorial. We will use .to_i, and now again we are going to save it and just opening, hit enter. Then here I will enter my age as 19. Okay, see here what happened here. I have entered the age as 19. That means my age is greater than 18. That's why it is asking me the next questions. That is, what is your gender? If my age will be less than 18, then see what happens. What is the age? Just here I am writing. Many of you have this age 14. Here you got the following message: grow up child, better luck next time. That's how the if else operator used in Ruby. Okay, now we are going to make some minor change for using the else if operator. Just like here I have written the else if. Now here we are going to use else if operator. How can you use the else if operator? Suppose we want some little bit changes. Suppose here we will write else if age is greater than 101. Okay, see here in else of operator we are not using the else between s and I. Here we will simply write ELSIF for writing else if. And now if the age group is greater than 101, then it will give the following message. Suppose the owner of the websites wants to promote their products, then here he will write paths, go to http colon double backslash, you can write any name, just like here I am writing cocoa oil.com. Owner of the websites is selling like oil which increases the age group of senior citizen. Okay, then here this will promote their websites link through this way. Okay, and also the owner of the websites believe on analytics. They work according to the analytics they got from the Google. They found that the age group of 21 are the maximum visitors of their websites. Then he will here again it will promote, or it will give an offer, introductory offer for the age group 21. Here he will write if the age is, else if age is equal to 21 years age group are the maximum visitor. Okay, he will write the message to the to this group paths, you are the you are the lucky one, and you are upgraded to gold version. Okay, now I'm going to save it again. Now I'm going to save it, and here we will see the output. Okay, when the command prompt, and yeah, here it is asking what is age. If I am writing my age as just like 102, then it will give the following message, go to http cocoaoil.com for increasing your youth. That means the owner of the websites is promoting their products by the following link. And again, if we see here, if our age is 21, just like my age is now 21, you are the lucky one and you are upgraded to the gold version. You know, that's how the how the else if operator are used. If the conditions of the program are fulfilled, then it will give the following message, else it will give some another message. That's how the else if operator are used. Well, now I'm going to discuss the next loop method, that is for loop. How we can run the for loop. If you are asked to show the output between the number 1 to 10, then how can you do that? For that you will use the for loop by using the for loop, just like I am doing here. I'm just writing, just see here how you can use for loop. For s equal, for s in under bracket 1 dot 7. Okay, then I will write parts in bracket s, then I will end this program. I will just save it on our desktop as numbers.rb file. Okay, just save it, and then I will just drag and drop the, see here what we got the output. We have got all the numbers between the 1 to 7. Here we are asking our computer, we are asking from our machines to show the output between the number 1 to 7, and for that we have used the for operator. See here the for has been used. Then we will write the name of the variable, that is the name of the variable is s, then we will write in, and they will write the expressions, and then in next line we will write the code which we want to run, and then we will end the program. That's how the things gonna happen. And suppose we want to add one number, then to show, suppose we want to get the output by adding 1, then how can you get? Just here I will write s equal to s plus 1 simply, and then again I save it and again run it. Just see here, it's gave the output 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That is, it will first get the output from 1 to 7, then it will add, and then it will display. The same thing gonna happen here. Here we are getting 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I hope you have enjoyed a lot. Give your thumbs up and like videos, and subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed the channel. If you are facing any problem, then go back tutorial of from D0. It will be helpful to you. And if you have any questions or doubt, then leave below as comments. We will get solved it. Bye bye.